Tragically, the nightmares of IDF soldiers fighting the war against Hamas in Gaza have not ended once they are able to return home to civilian life. And now Israel is facing a major PTSD epidemic, which is still an open wound. Joining us now is Keren Ouliel, the partner of late IDF soldier Josh Boone, who passed away last week. And she's here with us to share her story in a very, very important cause. First of all, thank you for being here. I know this is still very, very fresh.
Yeah, it's very fresh, but thank you for having me. I appreciate the platform.
So, first of all, tell us about him. I understand it was his dream. He's from Idaho. I mean, he's from the beautiful mountains of, of the United States. What made him, want to come be a lone soldier and a sniper, no less?
So for Josh, it was always some sort of calling. He was, in Idaho, there's maybe like 300 families, Jewish families, and the family, like his family, brought him up to be very Zionist, very loving of Israel, very Jewish. And they've always emphasized the importance of the state of Israel. And that's who he became. He became this beacon for Israel in his mind to protect our people, no matter who they are. And when he turned 22 in 2017, he enlisted by himself to Golani, learned Hebrew from scratch in Golani.
Wow. And,
did the full service and then, back and forth from reserve duty to another until almost, I guess, a few months before October 7th, where he had this inner calling to come back home, to come back to Israel.
Wow.
Then October 7th happened and he realized. And
it was really a calling.
It was really a calling, yeah. And he already was on his way to Gaza to fight without having called. But then his commander called him to go to Lebanon. And, he's been in reserves ever since.
Wow. I mean, and the fact that you met in the midst of all of this, did you see firsthand how psychologically this was taking a toll on him?
Yeah, from the get-go. I have PTSD myself, so I can recognize the signs. Mm-hmm. I saw the shaking, I saw the nightmares, I saw the moments where, he's with you, but he's not with you. And for him, he was always on the battlefield, always ready, always fighting, always there to protect our people. And it doesn't end when the reserve ends.
And we're again still, as a country, still trying to figure out what that means, because PTSD means post, and we're not really in the post yet. So it's an ongoing trauma that there aren't clearly the resources to deal with. But this is just really a tragedy that this kind of trauma, he went through so much, and here we are having to say goodbye like this.
Yeah, I feel it's not fair, But I'm also, I know that his struggle was real. It wasn't visible, but the struggle was real. And for me, the way that we met was in the middle of this war, in the middle of this darkness. But he, from the beginning, from the get-go, he was always my light.
Wow.
And he always showed me the way until now, as we speak,
Wow.
It's still fresh, like you said, but he's here, he's guiding me. Our love, it's not physical anymore, but it's here and it's present. And I'm here to give voice to him and so many others that unfortunately don't have that voice anymore.
And so tell us, because he had come back from reserve duty, he doesn't count as being buried in the military cemetery. I mean, this is just horrific, given how much of his life, over 700 days he gave.
748 days. From there, it's like maybe 700 days plus of active war in Syria, in Lebanon, in Gaza, a few rounds. And, because there's a gap of 2 weeks, he's not being recognized as a fallen soldier, and
what is 2 weeks?
Exactly.
So is there any, I know now it's very important to get, the word out and to do something about it. I mean, this is, a big challenge, I'm sure, with the political situation and the bureaucracy. But, what is your message? I'm sure that there are others like this that will have the same problems.
Yeah. So first off, I'm really hoping that there won't be any more, but I'm also realistic. And I know that we're about to see a huge fallout in what is, we're not at the end of the war, but we are at the end of the war. And there's a lot of not only reservists, but people in general that now that they don't have this action and they don't have this maybe purpose, they're feeling kind of lost. And my message to them is just talk, seek help, reach out. Don't stay alone with your thoughts. This is something that I've always told Josh. Don't stay alone with your thoughts. When you're alone with your thoughts, they will conquer you. And unfortunately, that's the end to our story. When he passed on Sunday, January 11th, was our 1-year anniversary.
Wow.
And there's no way to turn it around. It's tragic. But I also feel like God took mercy on him and on his soul and gave us the platform to now show the way to so many other people and continue spreading his light.
Yeah, and this is an epidemic that we really don't even, have a precedent to deal with. I mean, I myself have done a lot of stories on this. It's something that needs to be taken very, very seriously.
Yeah.
Really appreciate your coming in here. You're one strong woman, and you're going to keep his legacy alive and be able, God willing, to make a big change.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.